Hey everybody, welcome back to Toyz We Love. This is our 8th episode, and today we got a real special one. Is it 9? Is it 9?
It's not, yeah, because think about it. We just did 7.
Yeah, then 8, and this is 9.
8 hasn't been released yet.
Well, look at that, everybody. I've been corrected.
Hi, Ma.
Everybody, welcome back to Toyz We Love. This is episode 9. This is really good for me because I have no clue about any of this stuff, and I'm going to learn something, I think, today for sure. So this is my brother Derek. You know
I'm the big bro.
Yeah,
oh, no, wait. I'm the little bro.
Yeah, no,
You're the big bro.
I'm the big bro.
Okay.
So welcome. And if you haven't seen our program before, we're just a couple of brothers who own this toy store. And we're just trying to have some fun and show you guys a little bit of stuff that we grew up with and we love. And maybe show you some stuff, new stuff that we have around the store that's just laying around doing nothing.
Yeah,
so
why not?
But
let's do her up.
Yeah, so go on, tell me a little bit about the Dungeons and Dragons store.
Well, what's your name?
My name's Dave.
What's my name?
Derek.
So D&D.
Yeah. Oh!
So today is Dungeons and Dragons.
Nice.
Day.
That's cool.
Dungeons and Dragons is a role-playing game, so you're using your imagination. Those are dice.
I want to be a frog. Can I be a frog?
You could be. You probably could be a frog.
I'll see. All right.
In fact, maybe you could make a saving throw.
Well, because Mom likes frogs.
See if you could become a frog. So there's a little rolling tray. Let's see what you get. 1. So you're not a frog.
I'm not a frog.
So
sorry, Ma.
So that's a natural 1. That's what you don't want to roll. You want to roll a 20. That's a natural. That's a crit.
So I rolled the worst possible thing you could do.
You pretty much did. So maybe stick to diecast.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway, so Dungeons and Dragons is a role-playing system. We're going to show you a few things we do.
Sure.
Both the stores we do sell some of these items. It's something I played in my youth.
Play.
I actually started playing again. Yes,
Nice.
that's correct. I played in my teens with the original D&D basic set. Then we moved to Expert. And then I believe it was a green box, and then it became, I think, the Master set, which was a black box. So that's old school, the 80s.
Memory, wow.
Back then, the miniatures were actually made out of lead. Yeah, so they switched that up because, as you know, you don't want to lick lead.
Yeah, no.
So I'm an old school guy. I always said, I'd like to get back into it,
Sure.
and then. At the store here, we decided they were talking about starting a campaign. I said, you know what, I wouldn't mind playing in that.
Seems fun, actually.
Well, yeah, every second Wednesday we get a bunch of us together. So I'd like to say, give a shout out if they're watching the video to Gord, Chris, Sarah, and Thomas.
And he doesn't remember your character names, but I'm sure.
Yeah, probably not. Well, one is a DM, and we'll talk about more of that. DM is basically a dungeon master. Yeah, you know that.
I know a little bit of stuff. Yeah.
I mean, let's talk about it now. Basically, a DM is a dungeon master. That too. They're the ones that will run the campaign. So again, this is a starter set. I believe this does have a module inside of it. I'm holding this out that everybody can see that out there. So that's a starter set. We just brought these into. This is a different starter set. Dragons of Stormwreck Isle. So our characters are actually playing this. We're playing a low-level party, and we're actually playing this module right now. Chris is DMing this one right now. So these are great if you're getting into the game. We'll hold those up.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, if you're getting into the game, those are great. That's for getting into it. A little bit past that, or you could go this way too, is the Essentials kit, and we carry these also. Essentials kit has a little bit more. It's a heavier body. Feel the weight on that.
Does it have a flashlight inside?
No.
Power with it? No. That's really essential.
No. It comes with your shields, your dice, some character stuff, and all that. What else? Yeah, you get 11 dice in this one. 81 cards describing magical items. Dungeon Master screen, character sheets, and Dave actually took the initiative and printed off a couple character sheets. So that's kind of cool.
Because I'm a thinker.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. We actually use these exact character sheets. I am a level 3 high elf mage, or wizard, I guess you could say. So,
sure. No, that's good. That's
cool. It's fun. So basically, what you want to do is get a bunch of guys together, and women or guys.
Anybody
can play. You want to, a certain age is required, but and then you guys want to pick your characters. You can be a cleric, a paladin,
So all standard kind of characters that you would be like, say, in
yeah,
World
like a
of
fighter
Warcraft
character.
game,
Yes, very similar. You want to be a fighter class? Do you want to be a spellcaster? Do you want to be a thief?
Can you make up a character and be like half paladin and half duck or something?
Well, no, you can't be half duck, but you can actually start splitting classes, and that's something that more advanced players will actually
could
do.
the dungeon master just say, you know what, it's open, do whatever you got to do?
He probably could. It is a game of the mind, even though there is rules.
Oh, okay.
Rules are meant to be broken. So,
all right, we'll go.
so there we go.
Nice. These are cool, man.
Yeah, we'll leave these out here.
All right, cool.
All right. Yep, there we go. Okay.
Okay, so like, tell me a bit more. When was it originated, anyways?
It would be in the 70s. So
Okay.
74.
Wow.
David Arneson and of course the great Gary Gygax. They created this tactical. What was it called? Tactical Studies Rules? Yeah, Tactical Studies Rules. I was trying to remember, but everybody knows it as TSR.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they came up with this set of rules, and that was in the 1974. They came up with a bunch of editions over the years.
Did the rules change over time, or
Yeah. So there would be first edition, second edition, third edition, etc., etc. Then there was Dungeons and Dragons, then there was Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, and then there was they kind of got to the point now where it's just Dungeons and Dragons. There's no advanced.
No, I was hearing something about now there's some sort of controversy where there's some fighting going on about people wanting to change the rules now and go back and change characters and things like that.
Oh, wow.
It's I actually heard about it on Friday. On Thursday.
I wow, nothing.
Yeah,
about
it's
wow, that's
brand new. It's
yeah.
actually something that
some people do take the game a little too serious.
No, but it's actually there's going to be a lawsuit against Hasbro now.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently, it's really gotten serious.
Wow.
I'm not kidding you.
Yeah, really?
You're looking at me like I'm crazy.
No, I'm not.
I was holding that card in my back pocket. I threw it on the table. I'm a wizard now.
Where'd you get Hasbro from? Hasbro doesn't carry out.
Yeah, so I heard a little story. Actually, a fella at work was telling me that Hasbro and the parent company, I guess, was it
Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah, apparently there's some sort of fighting going on and changing of the rules. I didn't catch it all. I mean, it's way past my. I'm a nerd, but I'm not But shout out to Peter for giving me that information.
Look at that, eh?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah,
that's
so
interesting.
Something that we got to look up.
We'll have to look more into that. I mean, we're here basically today to talk a bit about the game and. So we did talk about the starter sets a bit.
Nice.
There's 3 different ones you can go.
Kind of makes me want to play. I'll be honest with you.
It's fun.
Very
well,
weird.
I'm actually thinking eventually to do another campaign. I'd like to get back into it too. It's fun.
Maybe count me in on that one.
Yeah, you never know.
I'd like to try it. Why not? Because I could be a crazy person.
It would be fun.
I'd have to roll a 2.
Yeah. But yeah, you try to roll better than a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was cool. Okay.
Yeah. You rolled a natural 1. I mean, it's really bad. But anyways, so all 3 options. If you're just getting to the game, great 3 options. If you want to go a little higher, maybe if you're in your teens, 12, 13, 14, and you want to go a little higher, we also have and we do sell these, great, beautiful book. That's the Player's Handbook. So if you're going to be a player, this is what you want to go with. Yeah.
Nice.
Beautiful books. Yeah.
Open that up a little bit.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Be very careful.
Yeah. So I use this book quite a bit.
Can you smell it?
Yeah.
It smells like danger.
Yeah. These are beautiful books to have. I know you can go online for your information, but nothing beats having the books with you. Nothing beats rolling. Like, people play online, but nothing beats rolling the dice and talking and interacting with people.
It's got some nice artwork too.
Oh, beautiful. Yep, something that humankind is getting away from, interaction, and this is why we're very happy that D&D has had a huge resurgence.
The Rules of Magic.
There you go. Yeah.
Sweet.
So that would be your player's book.
Nice.
Now, if you are a dungeon master, obviously you would use this, and this is the Dungeon Master's Guide.
This is your ABCs of Dungeon Master.
Yeah. So you're gonna all your information about how to run a campaign, what you can do, and everything else.
Let me show that up too.
Yeah, sure. So obviously, if you're a player, you want to stay away from that book.
And these are some of the things that Derek has in his store here at in Bolton. But you can look online, you can look anywhere. But this is really
yeah, you want the books, guys.
These are
I'm
cool.
telling you.
Oh, there's some nice drawings.
There's collectors. There's actually collectors out that will find, and that's something else we're going to show you in the show in a little bit. They go out and look for the old modules, the old basic books, the old advanced books. Yeah, beautiful.
Huh.
Yeah.
A little bit of
they come a long way from here. I'll give you a little sneak preview. They've come a long.
Oh wow.
They've come a long way
I had a book like that.
Like that's me drawing some. I mean, no, I can't even draw.
Looks like my old books.
But I mean, there's. But again, this is
side by side.
So is that the monster?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
over 350 monsters though. Is there more monsters than that now?
There's thousands of monsters.
Okay, so we're going back. Is that like an original 70s?
And some DMs and what my buddies used to do when we played back in the day. Shout out to Jason, my buddy Jason. We used to make up our own creatures, so we'd actually come up with their AC, their hit points, and all that. And again, we'll talk more about that.
But that's kind of what I was thinking earlier. If I wanted to be like a half crazy duck and a half.
If your DMs
platypus. What if I want to be a platypus and an elephant?
I just want to apologize to all the diehard D&D guys for my brother. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, great stuff. So there's our books. One more book to go through. So if you are a dungeon master, well, there's your monster manual. Sorry, I wanted to compare these when I had pulled the other one out. Those are two different monster manuals. So they've come a long way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You got monsters.
I mean, this is so retro. Though. It's so cool. And people search for these books. I have a couple we're going to show you in a few minutes, but there's your monster manual. Now, as a player, I won't open this book up. I mean, I'll open it, but I won't even read. I don't want to know what's in store for me. I don't want to learn how to fight these creatures. I want to learn as we're actually fighting them.
But can't you just fight them your own way? Does it have to be part of the way that's in the book?
Well, there's certain rules you follow during combat.
You can only use a knife a certain way.
Yeah, but you're gonna make hit rolls. You're gonna make. I mean, we can go through all that stuff really quick too. But
no, it's okay. I mean, I know how to work strength and dexterity.
Yeah. Very similar because you've played Warcraft and RPGs. So RPG, this is an RPG, right?
But for me, I've always thought, okay, like I guess there's only so many ways you can use a sword.
Yeah.
I guess to me, like thrust, slash, whatever.
And if you're in trouble, there's always running. Yeah. So some great stuff there. Nice. And we did show you a quick little roll from Dave, and we'll show you some dice. So if you're going to play
20-sided?
No. So what you have is you have a 4-sided dice.
For the Dungeon Master?
No. For everybody.
Oh, okay.
Dungeon Master will use all these dice, and the players will use it. So you have a 4-sided dice, a 6-sided dice, 8-sided dice, 2 10-sided dice to roll up to 100, 12-sided dice, and then a 20-sided. And then you could see... here's a couple examples here.
I watched the video, and every time the Dungeon Master did something, he had a different colored dice than the player.
Guys are very, very, like, for example, Gord, who plays with us, and Sarah, have these huge sacks of dice. Yeah, they have these huge, there goes the OCD. There you go, zoom in on that. But they have these huge sacks of dice because... If you're not rolling well with the dice, it's the dice's fault. It's not your fault. It's that you always blame the dice, and so they'll pull different dice out and keep using it. Me, I have 2 sets of this, and I just alter. But for some reason in this campaign, I'm very lucky.
So that was what the guy did was just on his own.
And Thomas, you're welcome. Thomas, I blessed his dice and everything, and he's rolling better now. So there you go, Thomas.
I apologize for all the people who have no clue what Dungeons and Dragons are. Just kidding.
We're getting there.
But what I'm saying is that so what I saw that was just something that Dungeon Master did on his own.
Oh yeah, Okay. Like I said, the world's some DMs will be tight with the rules. Their job, they want you to die. These guys are just their goal is to get you killed. Other dungeon masters don't want you dying. They want the campaign to go off. Then you have the guys that they use the rules, but they're like, okay, well, I realize you did this or you did that.
It could also be like Sheldon.
A little more lenient. Yeah, they could be. They want you dead. What else can we show you here?
I don't know. I'm still learning.
Yeah, I'm gonna just move these dice off to the side.
A certain way.
And then we have
Do you want to put this one up there? Or no?
Dungeon Master screen. So that is a guide, and inside when you open this, it'll have some information about being a DM inside. I assume I haven't used one of these since the, should I say 80s, or does that age me? But yeah,
I remember actually seeing this back when you were younger.
Yeah, if you're a DM, you would put it out.
And you were when you played with Jason.
Jay and all the games.
I remember seeing that.
Those are good times. So there's another item we can show you. We'll leave these up. And let's tell you a little bit more about the basics.
All right, basics are important. So you said something about 1974 coming out. Is there other release dates, special dates that we should know about?
Yeah. There was the original D&D that came out in 1974. The basic set was 77.
Cool.
AD&D also came out in 1977. So that was a more advanced rule system. D&D basic set and revisions came out in 81. AD&D Second Edition came out in 1989, and then 2000, the third edition of D&D came out. 2003, 3.5 came out. That I just found that out recently. 2008, the fourth edition, and then the one we play now is the fifth edition. 2014. We still use those rules today.
Nice. Cool.
Yep.
I'll check that
Yep.
out.
So, how about a little more basics?
Tell me more, man.
We tell you about DMs. We tell you about players.
So how do I start the game? What's the first thing? I sit down on the chair and I got a pencil and a piece of paper. I filled out my
Crack
character
open
sheet.
a Mountain Dew.
I filled out my character sheet. I created my character. I've added all my stats.
Okay, yeah, you're going to go through that. If you need help with that, you can use the rules. You're usually a DM is a more advanced player, although some of the players are very advanced. When we play on Wednesdays, I use Thomas a lot, who because I'm catching up to these guys. They played it multiple campaigns. They teach me. Oh, okay, so I leveled. What happens? Okay, you get more hit points. I know that. That's all basic. But you get 2 more spell slots. You get this. You get that. They'll kind of fill me in. They'll help me out, and I'm learning as I go.
Is there an electronic version of this?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Play online, like
I'm sure there's
set up a big screen with all.
People play online, and obviously when COVID hit and all that, people were playing online. They weren't playing in person.
Can you play against? I guess there's Dungeons and Dragons games too.
Yeah, I'm sure people put them out there. I'm not. Don't quote me on this. I'm sure people put these games, and then people will join them, and then if they try a campaign, they do it online.
It'd be kind of cool if there's a dungeon master that was computerized, and you guys all were against that.
Well, yeah, I guess that's patent pending. I don't know if there's anything like that. I'm overwhelmed too, right?
I'm an idea man.
I'm an old school guy who just got back into it, and maybe I'm a little biased, but we started carrying. I'll show you some more stuff. We started carrying miniatures. So there's some zombies, and what else do we have?
Ooh,
here?
zombies.
These are like clerics and wizard type guys. Or
zombies
whatever.
Too?
Yeah, hold it up.
Well, you guys.
Let's show the people these guys.
All right.
So those are characters. So a lot of guys actually paint these, and that's another thing we carry here is paint. We go with army paint, really good. We're gonna try some new paint soon. I just grabbed some random. There's a fur brown, and this is a ultramarine blue and angel green. Oh yeah, they have some weird names on these army painters, but these guys are so skilled. They'll sit there with a little brush and they'll paint the belt buckle and all. Like me, I forget it.
Do you have? I mean, what I've seen before is guys have like a big, huge Bristol board, and they draw the road. And
that's what we do. Our DM will put out Chris. We'll put out a big map, and so we just finished fighting on a ship, and he drew different sections of the ship.
Okay, so he's doing that.
And we get our little miniatures, and we'll put them on there, and we're engaging in a battle. So hey, my guy does this. He moves here, and it's really, really fun.
Yeah, so it's just like playing a role-playing game.
Yeah, and there's also big ones that you can paint. So
for guys who have a huge house, a huge map.
For people that have skill, unlike me, that can't even draw a stick man, I can't imagine painting these. But we are going to actually, in the near future, and I'll show you these too.
One contest could be a painting contest.
Well,
just saying, I got ideas.
We actually brought these in, which are come with the miniature, and on the back here it says.
Are they Death Tyrants?
It comes with 12 different colors in here, 2 brushes, and a water pot. Nice. There's the colors it comes with.
That's pretty cool.
So yeah, if you have some skill.
Can I see that?
Yeah, I brought a couple up here. There's a Hell Wasp. What's that? Death Tyrant?
Yeah.
There's a Hell Wasp.
Nice.
So yeah, and then this one's really cool. This is a Drider.
I like that.
Yeah, this is one that comes with same thing. Comes with all these things, but this is probably one of the latest ones. Yeah, all your paints and supplies.
I like the Death Tyrant. I think the best.
Yeah. Well, this is just we have more here, but I just thought I'd bring a few samples.
Yeah, a lot of stuff, man.
Oh yeah, I love D&D.
Yeah, well I remember. You get addicted to it after.
Yeah. So no. We play once every 2 weeks. I'd like to play every week, but right now so that's why I wouldn't mind playing a separate campaign. So it's something we can talk about.
Yeah. So like, subscribe, and comment down below. We just love hearing everybody's comments. What else you got to tell us, Derek? Got some more stuff? You got some books?
Yeah, we wanted to show you. I mean, we showed this one earlier. This is the Monster Manual.
Nice.
This came out in, I believe it was 77, I think it was. Yeah, so
77, 78,
yeah,
nice.
So it's pretty old. I mean,
wow.
So, yeah.
Advanced too, eh? Not just for regulars. It's advanced Dungeons and Dragons.
That's when Advanced Dungeons and Dragons came out in 1977.
So it's called D&D or Advanced D&D?
D&D is the basic, and then Advanced D&D was the
okay.
so that came out in 77. D&D came out. I mean, they revised D&D in 77, but the first D&D came out in 74.
Cool. What else you got?
We got a Dungeon
Well, that's
Master.
a nice looking one.
Yeah,
Whoa,
Monsters Manual.
I like these kind of drawings.
This is like a mid-90s type thing.
Of that. I get a lot of that. That's so cool, man.
Yeah.
I like those drawings for sure. It's
mid-90s.
right up my alley, man.
Yep.
Oh, look at that.
Beautiful art.
Cool. Yeah. Nice character depictions.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. All right. All right.
Yeah.
Show me what else you got. You got more stuff there.
I
Nice.
got a couple more things. This is the basic rules from 80. So not the first basic rules that came out, but this is an earlier one before the box sets, I believe.
Do they apply still now? Like, if I was to read this today and learn it,
I'm sure there's some purists that would want to use the original rules, but they've advanced from here, right?
Right,
so
right.
Many editions have gone by, and we talked about that earlier. 74 is when it came out. 77 they upgraded, and then now it's just D&D. There's no D&D in Advanced D&D. It's just Dungeons and Dragons. So
the whole thing, right?
Yep, and then this is a module, so that would be for levels 1 to 3. It's in really nice shape for its age.
Nice big map there.
Yeah. Never used, nice and clean. This module's probably, believe it or not, it's probably worth about $60 to $80 in that range. It's super clean. Collectors will be looking for stuff like this. Hey, maybe you want it. No, but
let us know in the comments what you think.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I know some of these modules that people are looking for, some could be worth several $100s.
Is that right?
Yeah, some of the old school, the old metal, or sorry, they were made of lead, the old figures. People still collect the vintage stuff. It's just like they collect. People collect cassettes. People collect VHS. People collect records. So some people collect old vintage D&D stuff, which is, and you can see how cool it is. And that's why I'm glad I came across these, because like everybody else, and what I think I mentioned earlier, I sold all my stacks of stuff. I mean, all my figures.
It's so popular. I mean, you even mentioned something about movies and everything else that are out
there. Yeah. There's a movie coming out. We'll talk about that. Honor Amongst Thieves. And
Danny DeVito stars in it?
No. Yeah, he plays the Dungeon Master. But that's coming out this year, 2023. Obviously, they're a band of thieves. I can't think of the names. I know that one of the leads he's like a bard / thief type character. He was Wonder Woman's love interest, the guy who played I can't think of his name.
Danny DeVito.
It's not Danny DeVito, so we got that limited. But anyways, they showed dragons. They showed I believe they showed displacer beasts and gelatinous cube. Say that 3 times quick.
Look right there.
They showed some dragons. I think there was owlbear. One of the characters could turn into this owlbear. It's really cool. Nice. Takes you back.
They got some.
Truth be told, we helped the wrong person steal the wrong thing. We didn't mean to unleash the greatest evil the world has ever known. But we're gonna fix it.
So how do we pull that off? Figure it out over a drink?
Probably best. You need to give us a fighting chance. We're gonna need strength. You got this, right?
I know you don't.
We also need courage, magic, and you. What is that again? It's an owlbear.
Let's go!
Be warned. There is evil here.
I'm glad he's on our side.
This one's dangerous. But whatever happens, we'll be ready.
What is it exactly that you bring to this?
I'm a planner. I make plans.
You've already made the plan, so...
If the existing plan fails, I make a new plan.
So you make plans that fail?
No.
He also plays the lute.
Not relevant.
What else do you got? Other movies too from the past? Is
there was an original D&D movie. I believe it came out, I'd like to say early 2000s. I don't think it was late 90s. I think it had one of the Wayans brothers in it.
Oh, really? So more of a comedy?
It was Jeremy Irons, I think, was in. I can't remember. It was horrible. It was not good at all. But because it's
watch our other channel for movie reviews.
Yeah, I probably still want to watch it again just to see how bad it was.
Right. And a cartoon, I think you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, there's a cartoon that came out.
I'd like to see that.
September
of 63.
Of 1983. Well, it's only 20 years off.
Yeah. Story of my life.
It was basically a bunch of guys that went to this amusing park. Oh, hey, look, the Dungeons and Dragons ride, and it's really cool. And they get warped to this D&D land. There's this little short guy. He's like the DM. And he's like, what quest are you gonna be on?
All in memory, you're going by this, eh?
Yeah, because I mean, I love it. I love this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I can tell for sure. You're more excited about this than anything else I've seen.
There's like a ranger. There's I believe a paladin. Side note: guess who the paladin was voiced by? I'll give you a hint. His name rhymes with toast.
I'm gonna say that Happy Days guy.
Yeah, Donnie Most.
Donnie
played
Most.
Ralph Melf in Happy Days.
Okay. Well,
yeah, the redheaded one.
We like our gingers here. So.
Yeah, yeah. So there's a barbarian. They find this little unicorn along the way. They call him, and the antagonist in this is Venger, and this big one-horn character. He wants to steal all these weapons from these guys, these magical weapons.
I'll have to check it out.
There's Tiamat in it. Tiamat is really, really cool. If you've ever heard it, he's the different.
It's
got all these different heads.
Yeah,
he's got all these different dragon heads.
That's cool.
Hey, look! The Dungeons and Dragons ride! Wow, neat!
Give me a break.
I don't like this!
Whoa! What's happening?
Whoa! Where are we?
Look out!
Fear not, Ranger. Barbarian, magician, thief, cavalier, and acrobat.
Who was that?
That was Venger, the force of evil. I am Dungeon Master, your guide in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
It's cool. I actually have a bunch of these old D&D toys. Man, I should, maybe in a future episode, I'd like to show them off. I have the Fang Fortress, and I have the Tiamat, and I have all the characters.
I mean, there's so much
rare.
to talk about. You're so excited about this. We're going to have to do a part 2 to this one.
D&D part 2.
Yeah, there's probably more.
Yeah, it's, I guess because I'm playing now, it gets really exciting. They're not as excited as these guys in 2015, I think they started Critical Role.
Okay.
Which is a bunch of just adults playing a role-playing game, and I guess they use a bit of humor in that. I haven't officially watched it. I've heard a little bit about it, but they have like millions of followers.
Really?
And these guys, what they do is they just talk about D&D, and they play it. And so people sit there for hours watching these guys playing D&D.
People watch all kinds of stuff. I mean, you're watching us right now. So
we hope you are. Anyways, we hope that follower count starts to go
So
up.
like, subscribe, and comment below. Ring the notification bell.
Please, yeah. But we'll keep doing this as long as there's at least one of you.
At least Mom. Please keep watching so
Hi,
we
Mom.
can keep doing this.
Thank you.
But yeah, no, it's all good, man. I think it sounds interesting, and since I played so much RP,
yeah, you played Warcraft and RPGs on the computer and stuff like that, so you understand the basics about classes. And,
that's all easy.
And different
dexterity. And
exactly.
Yeah,
which will make your character stronger and everything else.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm excited for the new movie coming out, and it's a lot of fun if you're looking for. To get into it, like we talked about earlier, I just have it happen here. Get a starter set. We showed you a couple examples. It's the basics. If you're in that 10 to 12 range, this is what you want. As you get better at the game, you want to get to the books that we showed you earlier. You want to.
I'll put some links in, and then you can get obviously you can get it at the store.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, and it's funny because it's not basically D&D players like where we play. I'm an old school guy. And the other guy that we plays with us is Gord. We're kind of like those old school players, and then we got a couple of young whippersnappers that know the rules like this, and they're bang, 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 and they don't mind playing with us because it's a nice eclectic mix. I mean, people learn at different stages, and people are experience it different ways. But once you start playing it, you want to feel like you're in this story.
Sure.
You become a part of that
Yeah, I
story.
can see that.
Right?
I can see the draw there for sure.
It's very exciting.
Oh, cool.
Very exciting.
Well, no, I mean, it's definitely, you share a lot, and your passion definitely shines through. So, I mean, yeah, we'll have to end it there, I think, because we've talked for about 2.5 hours.
Yes, I think it's been about 2.5 hours. Thanks for. Good night, St. Louis.
Thanks everybody for watching. I mean, we're gonna keep on making these videos, like Derek said, as long as Mom keeps watching. And yeah, so if there's any questions,
Thanks
comments,
again, Mom.
and
Thanks, Mom.
comment down below. We're happy to answer your questions. Tell us what you want to see. We want to do the giveaway. We keep saying the giveaway.
We're getting there. We're gonna do maybe a teaser, I think, on this giveaway.
Do
because once we do the 200, once we hit that 200, our goal is to hit that 500 and
we'll
keep
on
advancing.
going,
And ooh, that's freaky. It must be 9 o'clock. There goes my badge. But yeah, we got that live. Look at that. It's 9 o'clock. Do you know where your children are?
So I guess on that note, we should probably wrap it up and say goodnight. Or good night. Nobody knows what time it is, but
well, now they do. It's 9 o'clock. My
Yes.
batch just went up.
oh, we'll cut that part out.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching Toys We Love. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment down below, tell your friends, and they'll tell 2 friends, and so on and so forth. We'll get to that giveaway quicker. And hit us up. Ask us questions. We'll definitely be happy to answer what we can. And we'll bring to you some more stuff.
And may your rolls be hearty.
Hardy rolls.
Let's get some nats. That's what they call a natural 20. Nat 20s.
Let's get some Nat 20s,
Nat
guys.
20s, baby.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you so much.